Welcome back to Reverse Parenting, a journey where we reflect upon the ever changing relationship between aging parents and their adult children. A journey which is full of love, compassion, and emotions, and also learning. When we talk about emotions, the most common emotion in this journey is guilt. This guilt arising out of self expectation that I should be a perfect child, a feeling that I am not doing enough to take care of my parents. It can also come from the pressure where we are unable to manage the balance between our own household responsibilities and taking care of our parents. If you are also feeling so, you are not alone. There are a number of such adult caregivers who are feeling this kind of emotion. In this particular episode, let's dwell upon this particular emotion and let's try to understand, is there any way to release this emotion? If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, press the bell icon for notification, and also share and comment. When our parents start depending upon us, the feeling is very heavy. In this journey of compassion and love, we start to put extra pressure on ourselves to be a perfect child. We expect ourselves to be endlessly patient. We expect ourselves to prevent every crisis. We expect ourselves to keep our parents happy in every situation. And we also expect ourselves to balance between our personal life and taking care of our parents. When the reality doesn't match, there is a crisis and we start feeling helpless and responsible for the crisis. We also start feeling guilty about it. Guilt comes from three deep roots: love, cultural conditioning, and sense of duty. We always make emotional promises to ourselves, and also because of the pressure that, since our parents have taken care of us, it's my moral responsibility to look after them. And the cultural conditioning that in India, it's the responsibility of children to look after parents to the best possible extent. This also sets additional pressure. And love, of course, as a child, I would like to keep my parents happy and safer. So with these roots, if the reality is not matching, or if the reality is not matching our expectations, we end up in guilt. There is nothing called as perfect caregiving. Our expectation to be perfect leads us to exhaustion. It's humanly possible to lose our patience. We may miss some appointments. We may miss giving some medicines to our parents. We may miss doctor's appointments. We may miss to do some of our responsibilities. It's all natural and it would happen with almost everybody. Our expectation that I should be able to do everything leads to exhaustion and guilt feeling. We need to choose between perfection and compassion. Perfection leads to unhappiness and exhaustion. It draws our energy. Whereas compassion liberates us. It just shows some love and it gives better feeling for our parents. As parents, they don't expect perfection. They expect us to be there, present with them during their tough times. That is compassion. There are two types of guilts: healthy guilt and toxic guilt. What is healthy guilt? We realize some of our actions could have been better. Like last time I was harsh with my parent while dealing with something. So next time I realize that, I feel guilty about it and I realize I need to better my communication skills. I improve upon that. That's a positive, effect of the guilt. That is healthy guilt. So then there is the toxic guilt. Toxic guilt is something where I expect myself to be perfect. I think that I am not doing enough, despite of the fact that I am doing my best. Despite of that, I start feeling that I am not doing enough. This leads to stress. In this journey as a caregiver, we need to understand, we need to learn the fact that we need to forgive ourselves. Forgiving ourselves will liberate us from the stress and guilt. So while we forgive ourselves, it means you realize that you have limitations. It's okay to lose cool sometimes. It's okay to use harsh words sometimes. You realize it, you make it better next time. But if you dwell upon that again and again, if you start feeling toxic about it, So that will drain your energy, it will give additional stress, you will lose your sleep. We need to realize that we are doing our best, reassure ourselves that I am doing my best and I am doing all these things with best intention. Now, guilt can arise from a child who is living in some other city or living far away from their parents. Now, in this case, that person will be involved with the thinking process that I am not with my parents at the crisis period of my parents. I am not doing anything for my parents. How to overcome this kind of stress and this kind of guilt? For everybody, it may not be possible to live with their parents during their crisis period. What you can do there? Be communicative. It is so in modern world, it's very much possible to be in touch with your parents every day, every hour if it is required. Even from a distance, it is possible to be communicative with your parents. You can audio call, you can video call, or you can put systems to take care of your parents. You can appoint caretakers at home. You can place your parents in a senior living facility. You can organize an assisted living facility for your parents. There are numerous ways in which you can take care of your parents even from a distance. Replace guilt with gratitude. Be happy that you are able to take care of your parents within your limitations. There are a lot of children who are unable to take care of their parents in any manner. But as a child, you are able to do at least a little bit. Even a small call or a phone call or a video call, so that also matters. A message also matters. Making some arrangements to take care of your parents are also equally important. They also matter. Be happy about it, that you are able to take care of your parents at least to that level. As summary, guilt always hides behind love. The requirement to ourselves that I need to be a perfect child, that has to be overcome with the gratitude feeling that I am able to do at least this much. You are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to take rest. You are allowed to make mistakes. That's what real caregiving is. Thank you for joining us during this episode of Reverse Parenting. If you find this video useful, please like, comment and subscribe. And also pass it on to your friends who may require this particular information. Thank you.